You know, he's dedicated to fighting for men's health awareness and support, especially prostate health, mental health, and diabetes. I love that. It is great to have you. You are welcome.
Great to be here.
Before I ever thought of being on TV, watching the Charly Boy show, I won't even say revolutionized. It was the beginning of an era. It had everything. It was where it was the first time we heard, we saw a satire, different things. It was a potpourri, one show that had everything.
That was where skits started from.
Yes. Yes, I remember on the streets, when you go on the street, and then when you had TWO with you and all of that. Amazing. Let's start with that show. We'll get to what we're talking about. But how did you conceive the idea for that show, putting all of that together?
That show was actually, I think it was a bunch of shows in one show.
Yes, yes.
You know, it was about 10 shows, you know, because we had different segments. I just wanted to do something. I was following my own rainbow. I wanted to do something outstanding, something extraordinary. And that's how, and you know me, I'm a sucker for ideas, you know. As I sit here, I don't believe I know so much of anything, because I believe that what I don't know is like an ocean.
Wow.
You know, so I'm always struggling. I'm always exploring, and I love young people, especially those that I think, you know, bring a lot to the table, those that are outstanding, those that are unique, you know, because I can't do all this on my own, can I? I don't think so.
Some people say the older they get, they think that with age, you know, you get to know more. But I like what they say. It just shows that the more you know, the more you find out that there's still more to learn.
Oh, there's a whole lot to know.
You know, wonderful.
So I don't believe I know anything.
Wonderful, wonderful. We'll get to a whole lot, because now a lot of what we're going to do today is you talking to the next generation. But you've done advocacy, you've done activism on the highest level, you've done one-man protest, one-man challenge and all of that. But this time around, you're focusing on health, mental health, prostate health as part of that and all, vis-a-vis your personal experience. Talk to us about your personal, why did you decide to get into this this stage of advocacy?
You know, they say until you go through it, you don't, when you hear about it, or when you hear people talk about it, it doesn't hit a home run like going through it yourself. And I remember 2 years ago, you know, I've always been very fussy, in particular about what's happening in my body, because I'm a health freak. I think before I even got to 50, I decided this was how I wanted to live the rest of my life. You know, taking care of myself, being as healthy as possible. And there's no way to find out except regular checkups, always going to the doctor, always fussing over yourself. So I was just doing fine till I think it was in January 2023. You know, I started experiencing all sorts. You know, I would go to the bathroom, you know, I would be standing in the bathroom for almost an hour, and I can't pee.
Wow.
And when I do go to the bathroom, I want, you know, it's like the pee is not all out.
Yeah.
So I have to stay in the bathroom till I get that pee out. Anyway, cut long story short, there was a season I was wearing Pampers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was so inconveniencing. I now decided to go for a full checkup. Actually, my doctor. And the doctor I met, they had the operation in Nigeria. I didn't do my operation abroad.
Okay.
Okay, I did it right here in Nigeria. But you see, it was because of my openness. Because I went on national television, I was saying, my kidney no dey work. What thing I could do?
It was just shocking to you.
Yes, it was. But I was doing that to get a lot of men, because I know, you know, men with our ego, and you know, we are not as open as a woman would be.
We're not as vocal. We don't share our issues,
we don't
our challenges.
Precise. So I decided this is what
you want to do.
I want to do.
After the operation, is it working now?
Yes, it's working, but I have to, you know how you have to move your, what's that thing called? The booster or whatever?
Yes, to ensure that
to find network.
But I like this because I think it's a discussion men should have. I mean,
of course,
I'm closer to my physics than I was when I was younger. And if this kind of things could happen, what can men do so that, to avoid,
Men, first and foremost.
To prevent.
First and foremost, regular checkups.
Regular checkups.
If you are so fussy about your health and you take your health as priority, seriously, I don't see why men shouldn't go for checkup every 6 months or every year, as much as your pocket permits. Okay. You understand? It should always, because now men, they will quick die now.
True. We have more grandmothers than grandfathers.
Now men, they quick go through that frustration, because they've been brainwashed since childhood. Men don't cry. Anything where they happen to you, chest down. Aren't you a man?
I remember when my father passed, I couldn't even cry because of the way I had been brought up. I had to start telling somebody, look, can I learn how to cry? I'm telling you, because I've heard that when you cry, it physically, it takes things off. So things will happen, and now in my heart, I feel bad. But for it to come out, say tears, in a lie.
No, crying is good.
It never did.
I'm telling you.